and welcome back to the Keys Kids channel. And I'm Miss Keys. We are back for the final episode for the month of October, where we finish up the Halloween portion of our holiday series. That's right, you guys. It's Halloween time. It's time for all of my ghosts, my ghouls, my witches, and my monsters to shine. And for this final episode for October, we had to read a classic monster book. That's right, you guys. We are reading I Need My Monster by Amanda Noll and Howard McWilliam. We are going to journey into their world of monsters underneath the bed, in the closet, everywhere. I cannot wait to read. And while we're reading, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and focus in on what was your favorite part. Our only goal for this holiday series is to enjoy the book we're reading. Reading is fun, and it's not always a chore. It's not always something you have to do in school. It's something you can do just for fun. So I am so excited to share that with you guys. With all of that being said, you guys, I want you to put on your monster hat and let's go! I Need My Monster by Amanda Noll, illustrated by Howard McWilliams. Tonight, when I looked under the bed for my monster, I found this note instead. Gone fishing. Back in a week. Gabe. What was I going to do? I needed a monster under my bed. How was I supposed to get to sleep if my monster was gone? I tried to sleep, but it wasn't the same without Gabe. I missed his ragged breathing, his nose whistling, his scrabbling of his uncut claws. How would I ever get to sleep without Gabe's familiar scary noises and his spooky green ooze? It was no use. Gabe would be gone for a week, and I just had to have a monster. I climbed quietly out of bed so my parents wouldn't hear me. Grown-ups have some strange ideas about monsters under beds. I knocked on the floorboards, then scrambled back under my covers. I waited nervously. When I heard some creaking under my bed, I knew that the substitute monster had arrived. Good evening, said a low, breathy voice. My name is Herbert, and I will be your monster for the evening. Herbert? What kind of name is that for a monster? You don't sound scary at all. Have you ever scared a kid before? Well, no. But I have read all the best books on the topic. Do you have long teeth and scratchy claws? I asked. No, but I have an overbite, and I'm a mouth breather. Listen. Herbert's panting was kind of scary, but it wasn't enough for me. Listen, Herbert, I'm sorry. I just don't think this is going to work. It's nothing personal, but I really need a monster with claws. Picky, Herbert complained. As you wish, I'll go. There was some more creaking, then Herbert was gone. Some scratching warned me that a second monster had appeared. He said in a high, silky voice. My name is Ralph. I understand you need a monster with claws. If you would please lean over, I will hold out an arm for inspection. I climbed on the edge of the bed, hoping to see a horrible, shaggy arm with sharp, ragged nails. Instead, I was surprised to see sleeky brushed fur with smooth, shiny claws. "Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude," I asked, "but is that nail polish on your claws?" I could tell that this was not going to work either. I could tell that this was not going to work either. "I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ralph, but I need a monster with scary claws. Like Gabe's," I thought. I heard some more scratching, and I knew Ralph was gone. A minute later, a third voice from under the bed rasped, "Check out these claws, kid." The claws were impressive, jagged and dark and razor sharp. So far, so good. I was a little nervous. "Could you stick out your tail?" I whispered. "Sure, but don't get scared." I peeked through my covers at the slimy tail slithering over the foot of my bed. That's when I noticed the bow. "Are you a girl monster?" "Of course I am," she snapped. "I'm Cynthia. Do you have a problem with that?" Yeah, I do," I admitted. "I definitely need a boy monster. And girl monsters are for girls. Everybody knows that." "Well, aren't you a picky one?" she sniffed, and then she was gone. Was I being too picky? No. I knew that my monster needed to be well-clawed and menacing. The whole point of having a monster, after all, was to keep me in bed imagining all the scary stuff that could happen if I got out. Then I heard a shuffling noise and some slobbering. A fourth monster was under my bed. "Hey, the name's Mac." Oh, look at his claws. One look at his claws proved that Mac was a big, scruffy boy monster. I shivered. Maybe this one would work out. "Those are excellent claws, but do you have a long tail?" I leaned over to see. "No, my tail is stumpy," Mac slurped. "But I do have an unusually long tongue." "Why would I be afraid of a long tongue?" I asked. "Oh, I don't know," he said, trying to sound terrifying. "You never know when I might lick you." I fell back on the bed, laughing. "Well, if you're not gonna try to work with me," Mac whined. I held my giggles. "I really don't think you should send me away," he warned. "Kids who reject 5 monsters in one night." "I did not reject 5 monsters tonight," I interrupted. "My regular monster went fishing." "Fishing, eh? Maybe he just left because you're so picky." "Fine, I'm out of here, but I wouldn't expect another monster tonight if I were you." How was I ever going to get sleep without my monster? I was surprised to hear more creaking under the bed. Loud creaking, with scratching. I thought no more monsters were going to appear tonight," I said. "Sorry, I'm late, kid." Whew. It was Gabe. "I thought I would enjoy fishing, but I didn't," he explained. Those fish scare too easily. No challenge at all. You, however, are challenging, my friend. You're almost too old to be afraid of monsters. You keep me on my toes. Ah, toes, a delicious snack. The bed quivered as Gabe's stomach rumbled with hunger. Now, if you don't mind, I like to start the evening with an ominous poodle of drool. I peeked over the edge of the bed. Green ooze spread soundlessly from underneath. Then the bed trembled as Gabe unfurled his spike tail. He was daring me to guess where he might pop up. I shivered. So, you had some substitute monsters tonight, Gabe said, sharpening his claws on my bedposts. Were you scared? Then Gabe started tapping. I could tell he wanted to know if I still needed him. No other monster can scare me like you, I giggled, diving under my covers and pulling them up tight. Through the blanket, I heard Gabe's soft, comforting snorts. Ha! I knew it. We're made for each other, he growled. When my blanket started to slip off the bed, I knew Gabe was ready to eat. Now, if you could please stick out your foot, he said. I'd like to nibble on your pinky. I yanked my blanket back up and scrunched my feet in so Gabe couldn't get them. No toes tonight, but you can have this, I offered, pushing a pillow off the bed. I didn't even hear it hit the floor. Gabe was back. The ooze was perfect. Everything was back to normal. I shivered again. I'd be asleep in no time. The end. What an awesome book! I love Amanda Noll's monster books because I'm a monster myself. But now it's time to get to the fun part. What was your favorite part of the story, I Need My Monster? Was it when Gabe left a note that he was gonna go fishing? Like, hello, Gabe, I need to get to sleep. Or did you like the monster with the nice fur and the nicely painted claws? Or did you like the girl monster, Cynthia, because girls can be monsters too? Or maybe you like the monster with the long tongue that was gonna lick you? Well, my favorite part was right at the end, when we were worried we weren't gonna get any sleep tonight, and bam, Gabe came back from fishing, and we were able to rest easy. I had so much fun with this Halloween series, guys. I'm so glad I was able to dress up with you guys and share all these fun Halloween books with you guys. As you know, we start the month of November next week, and so we're going to get into our Thanksgiving portion of this holiday series. Throughout the month of November, we are going to be reading awesome Thanksgiving books. So on Monday on the KeysKidsChannel Instagram, I want you to go see what our very first Thanksgiving book will be. And next Friday, I want you guys to meet me right here as we start our Thanksgiving portion now that we're deep into November and we read our next Thanksgiving book. I cannot wait to read with you guys, and I thank you so much for joining me again. Please don't forget to go like, comment, and subscribe. Share with everyone you know. And with all of that said, guys, it's time to go. But no worries. I'm going to see you guys next week on the Keys Kids channel. Bye!